When was the last time something truly excited you? Excited you so much that you couldn't wait to share it with others? Maybe it was the hearty laugh of a lifelong friend, the surprise bloom of a forgotten garden, or mastering something new at 70. Great ideas can do that too. They flick on the light and reveal opportunities that have quietly waited for us all along. This is Senior Wisdom, a celebration of possibility at every age. In each episode, we'll meet remarkable people proving life's second half can be its richest chapter. Let's begin.
Take a moment and picture the first time you held a brand new piece of technology in your hands. Perhaps a rotary phone whose metal dial clicked beneath your fingertip, a transistor radio that crackled with distant music, the family's first television glowing in a darkened living room, or a desktop computer so large it thundered when it started. Back then, the unknown buttons felt exciting, not intimidating. You spun the dial, pressed the lever, waited for the vacuum tubes to warm, and marveled when a friend's voice answered from miles away. Somewhere along the way, though, new stopped feeling like magic and started feeling like a maze. Today, we are going to redraw that maze and hand you the map, because confidence with technology isn't about youth. It is about curiosity, persistence, and a few smart safety nets built in the right places. Let's begin with a confession. Even the so-called experts forget passwords, tap the wrong icon, and mutter at screens that freeze unexpectedly. The difference is that they expect hiccups and view them as potholes, not brick walls. I want you to borrow that mindset. Technology hiccups. You exhale, adjust, and try again. That is the seed of digital confidence, and seeds grow quickly in well-prepared soil. 68-year-old Marjorie once panicked when her online grocery order vanished mid-checkout. Rather than slam the laptop and declare computers evil, she phoned her grandson. He laughed and said, "Grandma, the page just timed out." Together they reopened the browser, refreshed the site, and there were the apples, bread, and milk waiting patiently in her cart. That one rescue mission changed everything. Marjorie now runs a weekly Zoom book club. She still hits the wrong key sometimes, but she no longer panics. She knows solutions are only a question or two away. The first pillar of digital confidence is purposeful practice. Little sessions beat long marathons. Decide on one task you genuinely want to do. Text a vacation photo to a friend. Search YouTube for an exercise routine. Reserve library books online. Or pay a bill through your bank's secure portal. Sit down with that single intention. No multitasking. If frustration bubbles, breathe, stand, stretch, sip water, then return. Repetition cements pathways. The brain reshapes itself every time you complete the task. Neuroscientists call this neuroplasticity. I call it proof that every brain, including yours, remains moldable. Henry is 79 and swore he had prehistoric thumbs, unfit for touchscreens. I asked him what he missed most during lockdown. Fishing tournaments, he said. We set a goal. Learn to upload one photo of the lake each weekend to a fishing forum. Day 1. Henry fumbled with the camera app. Day 2, he located the gallery. Day 3, he found the share button. By day 6, his picture hit the web. A week later, Strangers complimented the size of his catch and asked which lure he used. Praise felt good. By month's end, Henry recorded short videos describing his favorite knots. The thumbs adapted because the heart was invested. Purposeful practice works best when combined with micro goals. Write them on sticky notes. Send one GIF to my daughter. Bookmark the weather page. Print a boarding pass from email. Cross each accomplishment off. Small victories accumulate into the mountain of mastery faster than any single heroic climb. The second pillar is scaffolding, setting the environment so mistakes are soft. Imagine your phone as a house. You lock the doors, close the windows, and leave the porch light on. Digital equivalents are a strong passphrase, a password manager, and two-factor authentication. A password manager is less a luxury and more a life jacket. It remembers the labyrinth, so you don't have to. Choose one reputable service. Create a single robust passphrase you can recall even half awake, and let the manager generate the rest. Now, if a site is breached, crooks steal a random string, not your dog's birthday, reused on every account. Two-factor authentication adds a second key, often a code texted to your phone or created in an authenticator app. Yes, it adds an extra step, but it slams the door on 90% of common hacks. Think of it as the deadbolt you twist before going to bed. With doors secured, we tackle scams. Scammers thrive on urgency and emotion. Their emails shout, "Your account will be closed." Their calls insist, "Your grandson is in jail." The antidote is a pause. Pause before clicking. Pause before sending money. Pause before giving personal details. Legitimate institutions never rush you. Hang up and call the official number you already have. Delete the email and log in through the bookmark you created. If uncertainty lingers, ask a trusted friend. Pride has no place in cybersecurity. Teamwork does. Dorothy, 73, received a frightening pop-up claiming her computer was infected. It urged her to call Microsoft support at a number plastered across the screen. 3 years earlier, she would have dialed immediately. Instead, she turned off the computer, brewed tea, rang her daughter, and described the message. The daughter laughed gently and said, "Mom, that's a scam. Microsoft never pops up a phone number." Tea finished, Dorothy restarted the machine, ran her antivirus, found no threats, and carried on. Her pause saved hundreds of dollars and untold stress. The third pillar is community. Humans learn best alongside others. Seek a digital buddy, a relative, a neighbor, or a volunteer at your library's tech help desk. Swap value. You offer experience, gardening tips, language practice, life stories, and they supply tech shortcuts. Intergenerational tech exchanges blossom in coffee shops and community colleges everywhere. If you prefer structured lessons, many libraries host free workshops on topics from smartphone tricks to editing digital photos. Online communities matter too. Clara, 82, discovered a Facebook group called Vintage Recipe Revival. Members post faded index cards, troubleshoot strange gelatin salads, and cheer each other's culinary experiments. Clara joined to share her mother's applesauce cake, but stayed for the companionship. In posting photos and answering comments, Clara mastered file uploads, photo editing, and comment threads without realizing they were lessons. Let's deepen these pillars with a journey, because stories teach what rules cannot. Meet Arjun, 75, originally from Calcutta, now living in Vancouver. He spent decades as a railroad engineer, orchestrating timetables, diagrams, and whistles. In retirement, he missed that sense of system and rhythm. His granddaughter introduced him to a transport simulation game on the computer, where players build virtual rail networks across imaginary continents. Arjun's eyes widened. He downloaded the game, learned WASD keyboard controls, and soon had a digital empire of steam locomotives and bullet trains. He posted screenshots to the game's online forum with detailed timetabling advice. Younger players asked questions, and Arjun found himself writing tutorials, applying decades of real-world wisdom to a digital playground. A global audience read his guides. Technology had given him a stage large enough to fit every railway he'd ever dreamed of. What began as play became mentorship. Arjun now co-hosts a weekly live stream with a 20-year-old architecture student from Brazil. Together, they design balanced transport networks while explaining civil engineering principles. Viewers donate to charity as thanks, funding scholarships for engineering students in underserved regions. Arjun jokes, "I traded my pocket watch for a webcam." His story highlights that purpose, play, and technology can braid together into something beautifully unexpected. To bring more people into that unexpected beauty, we need tangible exercises. Wherever you are, straighten gently, inhale, and let your exhale settle like a feather. Picture 4 rooms in a digital confidence house: voice, vision, vital links, video. We will furnish each room. Voice first. Activate voice dictation on your phone or computer. Tap the microphone icon in a text message and say, "Testing 1, 2, 3. See the words appear. If dictation mishears, tap to correct or speak the correction. Try punctuation. I'm excited! Exclamation point. Voice control reduces typing strain and lets you compose long notes without cramping fingers. On many devices you can command open weather or set timer for 10 minutes. Explore in short bursts Once you trust voice, experiment with voice assistants. Siri, Google Assistant, Alexa. Ask for the day's headline news, a gentle jazz playlist, or a reminder to stretch at 3 p.m. These mini-services free mental space, sparing you from memorizing mundane tasks. Vision. Next. Increase font size until reading feels effortless. No medals exist for squinting. Turn on high contrast mode if glare hurts your eyes. If hand tremors strike, enable larger touch targets in accessibility settings. The goal is comfort, not conformity. Add a matte screen protector to reduce reflections, and position lamps behind rather than in front of the display. Environmental tweaks turn frustration into flow. Vital links follows. Open your browser and create a folder named Essentials on the bookmarks bar. Add your bank's login page, your email, your preferred video call platform, the public library catalog, and a reputable news outlet. Now you never need to type long addresses, and you bypass look-alike scam pages too. Print the bookmark list and keep a copy near the computer. If disaster strikes, a crash, or a new device, you rebuild quickly. Inside Vital Links, separate Read from Pay. One folder houses newspapers, recipe sites, hobbies. Another houses anything involving money. This mental partition reminds you to double-check addresses before entering financial data. Video last. Download Zoom, Skype, or another platform. Schedule a test meeting with yourself. Yes, just you. Press Start. Wave to the empty screen. Locate mute, unmute, start video, stop video, screen share. Change your display name. Adjust the camera angle until you see more face and less ceiling. Record a 30-second clip. Replay it. Note lighting, volume, and background clutter. Tweak one element and record again. 10 minutes of playful self-meetings remove 90% of future anxiety. While you practice, remember posture and breaks. Screens lure us into turtleneck hunches. Every 20 minutes, look 20 feet away for 20 seconds. Roll shoulders, flex wrists, and uncross ankles. Good ergonomics equal longer, happier sessions. Smartphones are pocket-sized Swiss Army tools. Let's explore 8 functions that boost daily living. 1. Reminders. Open the clock app, tap alarm, label it medication, and set repeat daily. When the alarm chirps, your phone becomes a caring nurse. 2. Flashlight. Swipe down or up for the quick settings panel and tap the flashlight icon. No more stumbling after dusk. 3. Magnifier. Many phones allow camera digital zoom with stabilization. Pinch until the pill bottle text is legible. 4. Scanner. Open the camera, aim at a document, and press Scan. Your phone straightens edges, enhances contrast, and saves a PDF. Email it to your attorney, doctor, or yourself for records. 5. Translator. Apps like Google Translate let you point the camera at a foreign menu, the words overlay in English. Visit Chinatown with confidence. 6. Rideshare. Apps such as Uber or Lyft summon a car in minutes. Enter destination. See cost upfront. Track route live. The driver's rating fosters accountability. 7. Podcast player. Podcasts are radio shows on demand. Search topics like gardening, history, or philosophy. Subscribe, then listen during walks. 8. Digital wallet. Store credit cards securely for tap-to-pay at checkout. It removes the need to fumble with physical cards. Not every function will appeal. Pick those that solve real problems. Problem solving is the fuel for motivation. If arthritis makes turning keys hard, install a smart lock that opens via phone. If low vision complicates oven controls, use a talking thermometer. Your phone becomes the universal remote for life. Tablets offer similar potential with bigger text. Arrange icons in tidy rows. Hide rarely used apps, and keep social media one swipe away to prevent accidental doom scrolling. Install an e-reader app and enlarge fonts. Borrow ebooks from the library through apps like Libby or Hoopla. You'll carry a bookshop in a device lighter than a newspaper. Reading digitally offers adjustable line spacing, contrast, and dictionaries at a tap. Look up a word without flipping pages. Bookmark passages and export notes to print for a book club discussion. Let's detour into cognitive fitness. Brain games improve reaction time and memory. Research shows that tasks challenging multiple senses, sight, touch, hearing, yield the greatest benefits. Apps like Lumosity or Peak offer short sessions. Balance them with physical activity for overall brain health. Next, mental health apps. Guided meditation like Insight Timer, CBT companions like Sunvelo, and sleep stories in Calm can soothe anxiety and improve rest. Test until you find a narrator whose voice comforts rather than irritates. Pair the app with earbuds and transform an anxious waiting room into a pocket retreat. Cybersecurity deserves deeper dive. Keep software updated. Updates patch holes thieves exploit. Enable automatic updates. You never think about it again. Verify update notifications by opening settings rather than tapping pop-ups. Use a reputable antivirus. Windows Defender suffices for many. Avoid downloading programs from random pop-up ads. Stick to official app stores. Delete old apps you no longer use. Each dormant account is a potential doorway. Beware public Wi-Fi. Cafes and airports broadcast like megaphones. If you must access banking on public Wi-Fi, use a virtual private network, a VPN, or tether to mobile data. Remember the porch light analogy. You wouldn't discuss finances on a crowded bus. Don't broadcast them through open networks. Backups preserve memories. Enable cloud backup of photos or copy them monthly onto an external drive stored away from your computer. One lightning strike, one spilled coffee, and decades of images vanish unless you have duplicates. For irreplaceable archives, consider printing a photo book annually. Technology meets tradition. Let's discuss social media's darker alleys. Misinformation, negativity, and endless scrolling. Curate ruthlessly. Follow uplifting pages, mute alarmists, and set a timer. 15 intentional minutes nourish connection. Hours of scrolling erode mood. On platforms like Facebook, click the 3 dots next to a post and select Hide or See fewer posts like this. Algorithms learn quickly. Combat misinformation with triple-check habits. Check the date, check the source, and compare with a second reputable outlet. If you cannot verify, treat it like spoiled milk. Discard. Technology should delight, not merely function. Explore virtual museum tours. Stand inches from Van Gogh without jostling a crowd. Attend online concerts. Silence your cough without offending the violinist. Share playlists with grandchildren and discover they appreciate Ella Fitzgerald as much as you do. Creativity flourishes online. Martha, 87, paints watercolor postcards, photographs them, and sells prints worldwide through an online marketplace. She learned pricing, shipping, and customer messages all within 6 months. I thought computers were cold, she says. Turns out they carry warmth across oceans. If business beckons, research payment platforms with senior support lines and clear fee structures. Keep an income spreadsheet. Consult an accountant about taxes once revenue trickles in. A micro-enterprise stimulates mind and wallet. Let us craft a digital confidence plan. Grab a notebook. Write today's date. Underneath, 3 headings: learn, practice, teach. Beneath learn, list 1 skill you'll tackle this week, perhaps attaching a photo to email. Under practice, schedule 2 15-minute blocks in your calendar. Under teach, name someone you will demonstrate the skill to, even if that someone is your pet goldfish. Explaining out loud cements cognition. When you complete the week, reflect. Did frustration decrease? Did joy appear? If yes, keep momentum and add a new skill. If no, adjust. Try a different tutorial. Ask a different helper, or break the skill into tinier steps. Progress isn't linear. It zigzags like a mountain trail. Teaching others is the secret spice. Nora, 74, could barely open email. Her town launched a Tech for Tots program, pairing seniors with first graders via video chat to read picture books. First graders are forgiving tutors. Nora learned to click the meeting link, unmute, and hold the book so pictures filled the camera. By semester's end, she toggled screen share to show animated pages. Nora says, "The kids thought I was a wizard, so I decided I might as well become one." She now edits family reunion videos complete with subtitles and background music. Difficulty often fuels innovation. Anil, 80, lost most dexterity in his left hand after a stroke. Touchscreens frustrated him. A physical therapist suggested stylus pens. Anil experimented until he found one with a triangular grip that nestled comfortably. He added voice dictation for longer replies. He now chats daily in a language exchange app, helping students practice Bengali while they help him sharpen Spanish. His left thumb still responds slowly, but his mind dances swiftly across continents. Let's explore 3D printing. Yes, 3D printing. Community makerspaces welcome seniors eager to learn. The machine melts biodegradable plastic strands and lays them layer upon layer. You can print replacement knobs for a vintage radio, customized chess pieces, or ergonomic jar openers. Learning slicing software, where you prepare the 3D file, exercises spatial reasoning. Then you watch the printer hum like a futuristic loom. Many seniors use 3D printers to create assistive devices. Susan, 70, designed a pill organizer scoop to help her arthritic fingers grasp tablets. She shared the design file online for free. Thousands have downloaded it. Technology married compassion and gave birth to independence. Virtual reality, or VR, might sound extravagant, but libraries increasingly loan headsets. Put one on and stroll the streets of Paris, swim alongside sea turtles, or immerse in guided Tai Chi classes. Studies indicate VR reduces chronic pain and improves mood in older adults. The magic is presence. Your brain believes you are elsewhere, providing both escape and stimulation. If VR headsets feel heavy, choose augmented reality, AR apps on phones or tablets. Point the camera at your living room floor and watch digital fish swim across the carpet. It's childlike wonder accessible with 2 taps. Remember, wonder begets learning. Neuroscientists found that curiosity boosts memory retention. When you are intrigued, your brain releases dopamine, making it easier to encode new information. So chase what fascinates you, whether genealogy sites, birdsong identification apps, or online astronomy courses. Online courses deserve spotlight. Platforms like Coursera, edX, and FutureLearn host university-level classes free to audit. 83-year-old Javier completed a certificate in Roman architecture, then drafted detailed sketches of ancient aqueducts. He mailed framed prints to his former history students. They now correspond monthly, bridging generations with masonry arches. But tread carefully among information overload. Curate courses like a balanced diet. 1 skill, 1 curiosity, 1 pleasure. Too many simultaneous courses cause mental indigestion. Finish or formally drop them. Digital clutter burdens the psyche. Speaking of clutter, organize files into folders. Family photos, important docs, fun projects. Name files clearly with dates. 2025-07-21, granddaughter graduation.jpg. Searching becomes effortless, and years later you'll thank your past self. Let's breathe. Inhale through the nose for 4 counts, hold for 2, exhale through the mouth for 6. As you exhale, imagine doubt leaving like steam. Again, whisper inwardly, I can learn. Technology serves me. One more breath to seal the intention. Before you set your device aside today, open its calendar and create a new event titled Tech Tuesday. Pick any hour that suits you. During that hour each week, explore one unfamiliar feature, watch one tutorial, or help a friend explore theirs. Commit for 1 month and watch confidence grow. Finally, share your journey. Whether through social media, handwritten letters, or casual conversations at the bus stop, tell people what you've learned. Storytelling familiarizes ears to the idea that age and digital mastery are allies, not enemies. You may become someone else's permission slip. Thank you for spending this extended time with me. Together, we ventured from microphones to VR headsets, from password safety to creative marketplaces. Digital confidence is not mastery over machines. It is partnership. Machines extend your reach. Every new icon you dare to press is another light switched on in the vast mansion of your abilities. Next episode, we'll dive into strengthening social ties, proving that friendship is still the greatest app ever invented. Until then, keep tapping, keep asking, keep laughing at the wrong buttons, and remember, you are not a relic in a wireless world. You are a pioneer with decades of courage, and the frontier is wide open.